Today we have started preparing for Halloween decorations. I brought with me a jacket that doesn't even have a hoodie. And it is a... see even better just how it rains right now. Hello guys, it is 6:38 p.m. It's Tuesday the 11th and we have some insane weather coming right at us. This is going to be a stormy one indeed, I'm telling you. As the storm continues to roll in, some of the lights are constantly flickering, unfortunately. Wow, right after sunset, all of a sudden it has started to rain already. It's coming really, really fast. It's coming with the lightning and the thunder. Holy crap, what a night. So, if you haven't seen yesterday's video, we have continued to drive around Huntington, but we couldn't find another pier. And towards the end of the day, I was looking at all of these fancy Halloween decorations that people have decorated their houses with, especially their balconies, with some being the witch lights and some being cats and witches and many other spooky stuff made out of skull bones. And I had a little talk about that, particularly how I could get it all set out. So today we have started preparing for Halloween decorations. By the time that my mom comes, I would like to get this going, and next week, which will be after my mom comes, we'll buy some pumpkins from the patch. And we have actually found a lot at Costco, and in the next week, whatever suits us, we'll get that. All of a sudden, now this rain is starting to get a little bit more intense. So today we took a trip around a horror store named Halloween City. So when we got into Halloween City, we had a look at many really interesting costumes and some weapons, including axes and swords. But there was only one thing that I got myself today. It was just to start off. Tomorrow we are going to continue Halloween shopping and we are going to get more stuff. It's almost like we have left empty-handed. Today all I got was a skeleton head. You know, it's like I can put it on my face and I can look like I'm from the dead. I come out from the dead. 6 years ago I have got something for myself like that, but with the devil face. But as time passed, it got really loose and it got really hard to wear it. You can still see how the sun sets, right? You can still very slightly see the sun wall on the other side. It's just roaring in. Man, you could just see even right at the pool how it pours. Look what I brought from the Halloween City. Yes, it is the skeleton head. It's really weird that when I put it on, when I talk, all of a sudden the tone is just lower than when I talk regularly. And you can see what it does, right? He can't even make it talk. That's a funny way to make it talk. The light is continuing to flicker, and it's getting even dimmer after it got darker. Ooh, man. Although the rain has slowed down, we still got some lightning, so we are still on alert for more rain. We parked the tank all the way here and the Porsche on the other side, and we are going to have to move one of them since on Thursday it will be street sweeping day on this side though, but on Friday it's going to be street sweeping day on this side. Well, despite that rain, not too much has fell on that floor. Not so many leaves. You can still see that bit of lightning though. I brought with me a jacket that doesn't even have a hoodie. And it is a gloomy night tonight. Well, nights are always gloomy, but this one is just intensely gloomy. Speaking about the situation on this slide, okay, finally it has stopped flickering. When the storm was rolling in, it was constantly flickering, but now it got, oh, dang it. I just called it off and all of a sudden it turned off. for about 10 or 15 seconds though, but then it slightly turned on again, but you can still see how dim that one is. If you want to see this again, there you go. Just look at how the witches move around. I'm not gonna say it's like a traffic light, but it's more like a disco night, actually. Once again, this rain is starting to get steadier. And although I normally don't do it at this hour, I am doing like a warm-up for my workouts tomorrow. So far today, I have took 9,605 steps according to my data tracker, and in the last hour I have took exactly 2,542. One day or two after I got my new iPhone, I was talking about this iWatch in which it can check your step count from there too, but I rejected that idea and I just got myself the iPhone. Now we can see even better just how it rains right in that pool. This is California rain, folks. By the way, I have changed the color of the light in my bedroom. In the last few days it had been red, but I'm gonna take a look at it again as I step inside. Believe it or not, this is actually the color of lime. I would really love to show you from outside of the house, but I'll do that tomorrow. Wow, you like that? Look at the marks right on his head. Just look at that. It's like an earthquake, to be honest. This is why you have to call this spooky. That's why there's this keyword called spooky, gloomy, enigmatic, whatever, just whatever. It's really funny that it's still really funny it can actually get it to talk. Now I'll show you something really fun with the new version of the iPhone, iOS 15.7. I'm sure you guys have tried it out too, but you can customize your background on the phone. Look at that. Look at the effects that they got here. And you can put more than one emoji, by the way. So I'm actually going to edit this, and with the background, you can change the color of the background. I'm actually going to change it to, I'll make it purple. So I'll change it to purple, and I'll make it the rings effect. So I am going to add another emoji onto this. I put the skull, but I am also going to put a cat. There you go. So you got a skull and a cat, and in the rings we can't even change the color. You can't even change the text. So I am going to use the color wheel for that, and I'm going to change it to orangish yellow, something like that if it's worth it. I'm going to change the font of this. It's really fun though. You can actually do it in a fun way. I'm actually though going to change one of the emojis. I put a cat at first, but I am going to replace the cat with something else. I am going to replace it with the ghost. Okay, so you got a skeleton and a ghost. I did some even more changes to it. Just look at how I did it, man. This is also really spooky and much more like Halloween. Just that background and that red text. Yeah, by the way, it does say rain stopping, but does it? Nope, not quite yet. You can still hear the tapping of that rain. It is slightly clearing out though already, but yeah, so it does say rain stopping. This just crazy, and we weren't even expected to get this much anyway. Let's try these chimes. Oh man, it just doesn't work as well as those that, so you take this path and you take a right, and depending on the amount of wind, then the chimes would start to sound. It just gives you this feeling of these vibes when you get back from work or you get back from fitness and you hear those chimes. And ours is not working as good. I'm not complaining. I'm just testing them. And it does look as though that it is just about to stop raining. It has slowed down. The storm has moved away. At least we can say that the worst of all this is gone, and we will slightly recover. Tomorrow we have partly cloudy weather, and then the next day after that we got a full sunshine. And at least I have finally got to put out some content on my gaming channel. It's like time to time I'm getting really inactive, and yesterday I felt like doing something, so I did put out a video just about 24 hours ago. Well, it says 23 hours ago. I have put a parody video called Slavery Camp. I'll show you the first 10 seconds of it. Just watch it.
Hey, slave! What time is it?
Yeah, how about that? How'd you like that? So if you've already checked it out, then hope you liked it. If you haven't, then go check it out. And hope you like it. Hope you enjoy watching it. And for today's vlog, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really hoping I enjoyed this adventurous one, full of crazy stories. This one was full of crazy stories, I have to say. But tomorrow is going to be much more like a regular day. So I'll see you guys.